You are listening to the Earplug Podcast Network.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Today with DW. It is the Wednesday edition, brought to you by Body Armor, the Shirt Factory and Adventure Family Fun Center. I'm joined again with Seth for one day.
You're gonna be okay without me? Do you think you can do this?
I think I can. I think I can.
I know it's been so long since
I
we've been I guess we're reunited again. We're only
reunited for one day.
Yeah, I know, but I mean it's been a while. It's been 7.
Well, we took a week off.
We did.
I took a week off. I had to get some stuff straightened out and whatever. Now that it's post-COVID, well, it's not post-COVID, but it's
we're in the
we're in the dip.
Yeah,
I guess it's just a dip. It's not flattening. It's kind of a dip, and then who knows? Some states are still spiking, but we're not going to talk about COVID.
You have the right to party.
yeah, you have the right to party. Oh my God, what an idiot! Oh, did I say that out loud?
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad.
my bad. So, what'd you do on the week off?
I didn't really do much. I bought a new TV for the basement.
So you could watch.
So
you could watch no more baseball.
Oh, there will be baseball. Well, at least hockey's back. Hockey's back, and they're in a bubble, and they have no COVID tests, which is a good thing. And for basketball, no COVID tests, so that's a good thing. But
you owe me $20,
and I also owe you a steak dinner still too, which is okay.
Which is okay. 2 games were canceled, possibly a third. So that's
not only that, the Miami Marlins season has been postponed.
Right. They had 11 players. 17 now.
Yeah.
As of last night's Sports Edition, there was 11. So now there's 17. Obviously, nobody wants to play in Florida anyway.
No.
And even in the NFL, you're not going to Florida. I mean, we'll see what happens with the NFL.
I will be very surprised. I mean, seriously though, like the NFL, Roger Goodell was hoping and praying for Rob Manfred to get this together.
Right. Oh yeah, I understand.
And it's like if baseball can't do it, how can so many other people do it? And you take a look now, Bill Belichick is at Walmart looking for people to play football with. He's physically asking cashiers, can you play football? Because looks like half their roster is opted out. You are
6.
Yeah. So, 6 out of the 53. So, I mean,
I look at it this way. If Edelberg goes out, Edelman, just out, then just cancel the season. We haven't heard anything from Cam or Brady. I know Brady's tweeted, let's get the game on and whatnot, but yeah, whatever.
Got to get your head in the game.
Definitely get the head in the game. I think the NFL should really be following Major League Baseball really, really closely to see what happens. Obviously, the NHL and the NBA are doing it right with the bubble.
You can't put NFL in a bubble, though.
No, you can't. So we'll see if it's worth the risk or not. We'll see what happens. So this morning, we don't want to talk any more sports. We talk about sports on Tuesday Sports Edition with Tom Greer and Mr. Hank Snacks Pelton. So I put a post out on my personal page and on the Earplug podcast page, kind of like a question of the day. Today with DW's question of the day.
Okay.
Now it's kind of come up, and it kind of correlates with everything that's going on with the more you know, and what the governor said last week. What is a meal? So I put out on a post. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be political. Just pretty much what have you ever sat down to eat as a meal that wasn't your traditional meal? Now, obviously, what is a meal? I mean, that's the other thing. What do you consider a meal, Seth?
Something where I physically cook something and I eat it for lunch or breakfast or dinner.
So you have to.
Not necessarily cook on a stove, but
okay,
at least eat something around that time. Not a snack, but a proper meal.
But you don't. But you're not giving me the definition of what is a meal.
So a meal is something that you consume.
That's a snack. Could be a snack.
Well, that's true. Could be a snack.
It's got to be of substance, obviously. So you think it's
You gotta have your proper your plating here. You gotta have your meats. You gotta have your vegetables.
Okay.
You gotta have
okay.
Some sort of side. And if you're really feeling frisky, might as well put dessert in there too.
Okay. So that's a meal.
That's a meal.
So that doesn't mean that I can put in microwave pizza. That's a snack, or is that a meal?
That's a meal.
But
because
it doesn't
you're
meet the
physically
requirements of all the food groups there.
Yeah, but you're physically eating something.
Is it the amount?
Definitely can't consider a meal grabbing people eat protein bars for breakfast and they consider that a meal,
Right. See,
which I do.
For me, now I don't do this anymore. I really don't do this anymore. Any of you listening, but I used to be a really bad junk food eater. I would literally eat for dinner a whole bag of Doritos with canned squeeze cheese. That would be my dinner. That's my meal.
Now, if anyone didn't know you until today and they just saw your Instagram about how much of a foodie you are
right.
and how much you have a well-balanced diet.
I wouldn't say it's well balanced.
Well,
but it's better than
you get
much better than it was.
You get your pasta, you get your vegetables, and you get your protein.
What would you eat what have you eaten ever that would not follow through your definition of a meal? Because it's a dinner time. You said it has to be at that time.
Yeah.
So what would you have you ever eaten something that was just not considered? Now your dad chimed in and
He
said
breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner.
That's a meal though. But
it's not for dinner.
Yeah.
So it's not dinner. So that would be, but I used to do that. I mean, we used to do that as kids. I mean, pancakes for dinner is like a treat. I mean, granted, it is breakfast food, but that would be
a treat. And
or
the
eggs.
syrup.
Yeah.
But
we didn't get any comments because obviously it's the first time we've been doing this. But please, if you guys are listening through the Earplug page or through my page, have you guys ever eaten anything for a meal that's not your traditional meal? Like my bag of Doritos with squeeze cheese was my meal. I've eaten a whole bowl of tuna mac. Is
that considered a meal?
But that was my dinner. I considered it. That was my dinner. It wasn't a snack.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
Would you consider pizza for breakfast a meal? Yeah, because you're consuming pizza is
for breakfast.
Pizza, yeah. And then I would say probably the Fritos with the cheese and then the taco meat, and then you just open up the bag and eat it.
Yeah,
that would be mine.
I've done that.
That would be but that's still technically kind of a meal because you have the taco meat.
Or is it the amount? Is it the amount?
I don't know.
I think it would. What's a snack? I mean, again,
Hank Pelton's a snack.
Well, what Hank thinks is a snack
is complete.
It could be a meal for me.
That's true. That's very true.
So, sorry, snacks. Gummy. Ali says gummy bears. Gummy bears for a meal. Okay. Have you done that for dinner? Okay, that's fine, I guess.
That's not a meal. That's not a meal.
Well, how many?
That's a snack. That's
how many gummy bears? It's the amount, right? Isn't it?
If we're going by calorie consumption, then sure. But is that really a meal? No, that's not a meal. You're not physically putting.
Well, Rachel says Kraft mac and cheese and a can of cheese mix. Okay, that's a meal. That's a meal.
That's a meal.
But it's not Okay, yeah, but that's not your traditional dinner.
No, but that's a meal.
But yeah, that's
a college kid meal right there.
That's a college kid meal.
If you think about it. Hey, I can say that now that I'm not a college kid anymore. That feels so good.
So I guess it's the matter. I mean, like I said, I've eaten a whole bowl of tuna mac. I mean, a big bowl. That's dinner. That's dinner for me.
My mom did that.
So
my mom still does that.
How about a bowl of cereal for dinner?
That's a meal,
right?
That's not a snack.
It's not your traditional.
A
dinner.
Snack to me is probably something like a brownie or like a cookie or something that you the little Debbie's or donuts. That's a snack. That's not a meal.
Jeff says popcorn.
That's not a meal. That's not a meal.
No, are you sure?
That's a snack. That's not a meal.
Rachel again. Rachel's got some bad eating habits.
Oh, jeez.
Rachel says I've had a pint of Ben and Jerry's for dinner multiple times. She says it's a poor person meal. Yep.
I would say
I wouldn't say that. I like my mac and cheese.
Well, college. I gave you the reference of a college kid. College kids are poor.
So I guess a bowl of popcorn is dinner. If it's dinner time, right?
Okay, so I talked to you earlier off pod about the prison burrito.
Right.
So the prison burrito, for those that don't know, is pickled jalapeno popcorn,
Okay.
crushed up, and then ramen noodles with boiled water inside the ramen bag.
Okay.
Put the ramen noodles in the popcorn bag.
Mm-hmm.
It's cheese and it's a bunch of spices
Too much work.
and hot sauce, right? Mixed in, but you're supposed to be able to make it in prison. So then you put it in and then you grab your burrito, crush it all up, and then pour all the stuff out of the popcorn, and then that's the prison burrito. And
Okay.
this girl made it on Facebook. It went viral. She was like, "This is what I ate in prison." And I was like, "How did you make the ramen?" And she said, she took the peel off of the spice mix or whatever within the ramen and used that as a twist tie and cooked her ramen noodles in the ramen plastic bag.
Okay.
So I was like, okay,
So is that a meal?
that is a meal because
Because you're preparing it.
yeah.
So it's
There's a
wait minute.
burrito.
So you now
That's a meal though because you're
Jeff
physically
wants to know when you were in prison.
never.
You wouldn't have lasted 2 days. Ali says it was a large bag and I lost track of time while I was drawing. So there you go.
That's a different story.
But it's a meal. That's his dinner. That's while he was eating. He was eating.
I think it's personal preference.
okay.
I think it's personal preference.
Okay. So, but a snack, even so you can't prepare a snack.
No.
So a single.
That's what a pantry's for.
So a microwaved pizza.
That's a meal.
That is one slice is a meal
Because
I'm preparing it.
well, you have to take the time to. You don't take the time.
Okay, so you just said Jeff here says popcorn. You have to prepare popcorn, and you said that's not a meal.
Not necessarily.
You're going back on your.
You
word
can
now.
go to the store and buy popcorn.
You can, but you can.
And
buy
you don't
it.
have to prepare it. You can buy the bag out of the bag.
So now you're putting limitations on whether you buy the microwave popcorn or the.
Hey,
come on.
You have the right to party.
Yeah, okay.
exactly. So I mean, come on. You have the right to party with your dinner, and you have the right to
okay.
party with your breakfast, and you have the right to party with your lunch.
So I
Personal preference, I think,
Well,
is
yeah,
what we're coming to
as
agree here.
Rachel states, I think it's more what a meal consists of,
And that's what I said in the
But I
beginning.
think it's more of the time of day. I mean, listen, my bag of Doritos and squeeze cheese was my dinner. I didn't eat anything else. I didn't have any snacks afterwards. That was my meal.
How old were you?
Oh, this was only 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
All right, so you were 22. That's
I
like
was
a college
22.
meal,
Yeah, I was 22. Thank you for the. What are you trying to suck up to me now?
Nope.
You know what? Let's get into today's show, shall we?
Today's show, it's a winner. Did I really fail at celebrity birthdays again? How do you eat your chicken wings? Drums or flats? Mild, medium, or hot? Or recently, peanut butter and jelly, if that's a thing. Plus, Ellen DeGeneres, she's in the news. For once, it's not something positive, more of a piggyback on the story that broke out in March. Also, is AMC Theaters and Patrick Mahomes related? Will DW get on TikTok? Is he really that stupid?
I'll do the video.
I will try and prove that to him in today's Stump with DW. It's all being brought to you by The Shirt Factory. That and more coming up on today's episode with DW.
James Harden wouldn't go to the game wearing outdated fashion, so why would he choose an outdated sports drink?
I wouldn't.
He wouldn't. This is Body Armor. More natural, more electrolytes, better sports drink. Thanks, Gatorade. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining us, it is the Today with DW Wednesday edition with the Shadow, Seth Cooper. I think the jury is still out. If you haven't heard, you can listen on the audio version. What is a meal? What isn't a meal? So I guess it's just it's just up in the air still. Now it's time of day, it's preparation, and what it consists of. My bag of Doritos is a meal if I'm eating it at dinner time. So anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. It's Happy Hump Day. by the way.
Happy hump day to you.
You're leaving tomorrow I don't see you for a week. You come back to work for one day.
I know.
And then you go on vacation.
We'll keep it on a secret
who
location.
Allows you? Thank God it's not a paid vacation. What employer would hire somebody knowing that they're only here for a week?
I gave you the heads up.
Yeah, you did give me.
And I called you. You
did. Welcome, Jack. Welcome, Jeff. Welcome, Rachel. Welcome, Ali. If you guys are listening to the audio version of this, I am romper rooming it out as we are.
I'm very excited. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also very sad. Getting back in the swing of things, I feel like now we have, I think what do they say when you first start talking to someone? You're building a connection. I think we're building a connection.
We're not on a date.
I
dude.
know.
We're not.
And, I just think, and I just have the new setup down in the basement, so can't watch any baseball. So I'll be very disappointed, though, if I come back.
We start bringing those TVs over to the studio. We could use those.
I know.
Excuse me. Anyway,
you can't touch them.
Yeah, I can't touch. Wow. That's not a way to talk to your boss. Definitely not a way to talk to your boss. But anyway, let's.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to read you a bedtime story?
We're not dating, remember?
That's true.
No canoodling. So anyway, we like to start off every episode with a little bit of the more you know. Today's more you know. I'm jumping the gun here. There you go.
You are.
Thank you. You were a little slow on that one. Today's the more you know is brought to you by Adventure Family Fun Center in Queensbury, New York. They are family run and owned, so they know the importance of family fun. With indoor, outdoor go-karts, laser tag, paintball, arcade games, and more, Adventure Family Fun Center is the place to be. They also know with the current situation how important being safe is, and plus they are meeting all the requirements, COVID requirements and procedures to keep your family safe this summer. Now, they are open now. Their go-karts are open right now. They are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now, as a listener of the Earplug, sorry, I'm reading the comments. Listener of the Earplug Podcast Network, if you go up to the go-kart counter and mention code DWSE, you will receive 6 tickets, like a family pack, a friend pack, the Gumball Rally Race Pack. Get your race on it. You will receive 6 tickets for $35. Now that's $10 off the regular price. And again, it's code DWSE. And you'll get 6 tickets for $35, $10 off the regular price. Go over to adventurefamilyfun.com for more information, times, or if you have any questions that you need to ask them. So today, oh boy, this is the big one. National Chicken Wing Day. Now this is awesome.
Oh yeah, this is great.
Now, obviously, this is true to my heart. Obviously, if you guys haven't watched or visited over to our earplugpodcast.com website, I've been doing Winging It with DW for a few years now. We haven't done any this year, obviously, because of COVID, but we're going to be bringing that back hopefully soon.
I hope so.
We might even bring Seth in to do that with me. He might be the special guest for that time. You can do the test with me and Tom.
I need my ranch though.
No, there's no ranch. There's no blue cheese.
No.
You don't ruin a good wing.
Throw it
with crap. You just chuck it out.
Throw it.
Let's see. After a number of years, a different establishment selling their version of buffalo wings, the city of Buffalo, New York, 1977 proclaimed July 29th as National Chicken Wing Day. Establishments like the Anchor Bar, Wings and Things, and Duff's all became famous for their wings. Now, Anchor Bar is actually the original. I'm sorry, I'm reading comments. I'm going to turn the comments off. You read the comments.
There you go.
Actually, Anchor Bar was the originator of the buffalo wing. Now, did you know?
I knew that, but it's.
So do you know how? Do you know why?
No, I don't know. I don't know the backstory.
So the wife or the mom, the owner, her son came in late night and wanted a snack. And this is going to bite us in the butt. Wanted a snack with him for his friends. And this was back in the 50s, early 50s.
Oh, okay.
And his mom had, all they had were chicken wings.
Wait.
So all they had were chicken wings. There was nothing else. Stop.
Okay.
Chicken wings. So they made it up in a sauce.
Okay.
And she brought it out and fried them and served it to them. And it was so popular, they started doing that. Duff's was the next one to be they're like the competitor here or the imitator. So that's how it was established.
So are you saying to me that that Governor Cuomo is kind of right in the situation where he's saying chicken wings are a snack? Do you think?
No.
Do you think that he said to his team?
I'm just telling you what the
Well,
article.
do you think that you said to his team? Do you think he said to his group of people, like, hey, like, can you do this research on me and see if chicken wings are actually a thing? Because I don't know. I just.
To be a bar, you had to have food available. Soups, sandwiches, etc. More than just hors d'oeuvres, chicken wings. You had to have some substantive food. The lowest
The big
level
wrong
of
buzzer
substantive
right there, but
food
anyway.
were
No, it's not a snack. It's a meal. It is
Yeah.
a meal. So but a group of people, it would be a snack. I mean, they were only doing like a couple dozen. I don't know the amount. So they all had a couple wings. But if you're ordering chicken wings, you're ordering 10 or a dozen wings for yourself. It's a damn meal.
That's
It's
a
not a
meal.
snack. Now it can be considered an appetizer as well. Because
So
if
are
you ha-
appetizer snacks?
it depends on if you have an appetizer, if you're sharing.
Okay, well, if
So they're not snacks.
I would
mean,
consider a dinner though, pretzels with cheese dip at a restaurant.
artichoke dip.
Not a meal.
That's a meal.
That's not a meal.
It is a meal. If it's all by yourself, that's your meal. If that's what you're eating at dinner time, we're done with this. It's National
we're
Chicken
we're
Wing
moving
Day.
on. We're
Are we
moving on.
flats or drums?
Well, I can't eat flats to save my life, so we're a drum guy. It's kind of
I'm all flats.
It's kind of a disabled
all
thing.
flats, crispy, medium.
Yeah, you always get your wings medium.
Well, we do it for a reason for Winging It with DW. I do it for medium to keep it consistently across the board because I rate them. If I
Yeah.
kept going hot, medium, low, I just keep
couldn't
it
rate
consistent.
him. Yeah.
And no blue cheese. Screw that crap. Nothing. You
I'm
don't
not a- I'm
ruin.
not a
You
blue
don't ruin a
cheese.
good wing
I
with
know.
blue cheese, and especially don't ever bring ranch to the table because I'll kick you out.
I
Kick you
won't.
out. It's
I
also National Lasagna Day today. Are you a fan? Thumbs up, thumbs down.
My brother-in-law makes a great lasagna. So
I'm a thumbs
I'm
up.
a thumbs up on that one.
The origin of lasagna is debated with varying theories. Initially, the word lasagna referred to the pot in which the dish was cooked rather than the food. A 14th century English cookbook featured a recipe for lasagna. Even cartoon characters enjoy the dish. Garfield the cat declares his love for lasagna in the cartoon strip with his name all the time, pretty much. I'm a thumbs up. I love lasagna. I couldn't get enough.
Yeah.
Chris says hot and crispy, drums for life, spicy, lots of real blue cheese. Get out of here. No more. Good morning, Jack. How are you, sir? What else we got? National Lipstick Day.
My lip gloss is cool. My lip gloss is popping.
You better thumbs
All the
down
boys
this.
be stopping.
You better,
What you know about me?
you better thumbs down that, because if you thumbs up lipstick is good, you're leaving. You're done. You're fired.
Lipstick.
You're fired. You're off The Apprentice. You're fired. National Lipstick Day on July 29th.
Well,
Hey, on the 29th, I encourage you to wear your best color. What's your favorite color, Seth?
well, no offense, but if guys do wear lipstick, just want to let you know.
You have the right to party.
You do?
For some, lipstick is the only makeup requirement, whether sheer, in light, dark, or bright. July 29th calls for all kinds of your favorite lipstick. Whatever.
Full disclaimer, might be a little TMI, but I do not date girls that wear lipstick.
You
Can't
don't date
I
girls.
can't do it.
You can't do it?
No, because then like if you kiss them, then the lipstick is on you, and then you're wiping and you're looking for a napkin.
No,
and-
you should say that you don't date women who wear cheap lipstick because
Okay, yes.
because
Yeah.
good lipstick doesn't come off.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a problem with lip gloss. The lipstick is okay. The lip gloss, I don't like that.
I
don't
can't
like
deal
that.
with
So I have
gloss.
a problem. But if I wasn't gonna date anybody wearing lip gloss, I wouldn't be dating it. I'd be single from birth till now. 40 days until Labor Day, 94 days until Halloween, 120 days until Thanksgiving, 149 days till Christmas. God damn it. So we're still in the 156 days until 2021. And 160 days until National Bubble Bath Day.
Whoa. 163 days.
Oh, I'm sorry, 163 days. Yes. Today in history, 1609, Samuel D. Champlain shoots and kills two.
You know,
Well,
what?
I cannot read today.
I
Chiefs at Ticonderoga, New York, setting the stage for French Iroquois conflicts for the next 150 years. 1786, first newspaper published west of Allegheny, Pitt's Gazette. I know I'm screwing that up. 1899, first motorcycle rally at Manhattan Beach, New York, 1907. First helicopter ride in France. That had to be scary as hell. I don't think
no doors. Just hold on tight.
1907, Sir Robert Baden-Powell forms Boy Scouts in England, New England. In England or in New England? England.
Yeah.
So the Boy Scouts were not an American thing; they were a British thing.
Yeah, which I don't understand why they say Boy Scouts of America.
Well, because maybe it's that branch. Boy Scouts of England, Boy Scouts of America. There you go. The more you know. 1920, first transcontinental aerial flight from New York to San Francisco. 1921, we do not do Hitler. Adolf Hitler becomes leader of the National Socialist German Workers' Party. We do not do Hitler in history. 1928, test footage first created for Walt Disney's Steamboat Willie with Mickey Mouse appears. That was pretty cool.
I actually have never seen the original footage.
You've never seen Lost Boys either.
No, I'm talking about what it says.
I know.
Okay.
2019, record for the longest run at the top of U.S. singles chart made by country rap single Old Town Road by Lil Nas X remix with Billy Ray Cyrus, #1 for 17 weeks.
Hard to believe that song is already a year old.
And so to answer your question, Seth, in the beginning of the show, you did fail. You failed horribly on again celebrities' birthdays because you have no idea who these people are. You got Dak Prescott turns 27. You want to give us a little information about Dak Prescott?
He deserves his money.
Oh, geez.
But he's going to go somewhere else. You know what? He's going to... I don't want to...
Go ahead.
Nah.
Doesn't matter.
I don't
want to put your money where your mouth is? You already lost $20.
I just don't know where he's going to go. Like, where would he fit?
He's not going anywhere. Today, also, celebrity birthdays, Josh Radnor, who Seth didn't know, turns 46. How I Met Your Mother, ER, Law and Order.
Yeah.
You know what? I was going to say I was going to give you your pop culture card, but you
I don't deserve it.
Don't
I do not deserve it.
Also, then today is Will Wheaton. Again, Seth had no idea. How do you not know Will Wheaton?
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate
Stand By
it.
Me, Star Trek, Next Generation, Big Bang Theory, turns 48. And lastly, Tim Gunn, awesome TV show host.
I did know who he was.
Project One Way and voice of Henry in the Smurfs movie turns 67. And that is today's The More You Know, brought to you by Adventure Family Fun Center. You're killing me here, Smalls. I mean, you're really killing me on this stuff. You got to catch up. This is now the fourth day that you have failed on celebrity birthdays.
I think you ever hear of a pass on something you'd like to put on to your boss? Is something you just can't handle?
Yes, if you want it done right, you bring it over to your boss.
It's gonna give it.
So that's what's gonna happen. I will be taking over celebrity birthdays, and you just got to cut and pay.
Will you fail at celebrity birthdays?
No, I will not. And like I just said, you missed it. I'm cutting your pay now.
I heard you. I didn't want to say anything.
Getting back to Rachel says, man, not a lipstick fan. Gloss is okay. I prefer good old chapstick.
Chapstick.
Okay? All right.
Thing of the past.
I don't even like chapstick.
But they're a thing in the past. You know how many people walk around with chapped lips? They're just like, what? But your lips never get. I can tell that your lips aren't chapped right now.
Why? They're never chapped. Why are you staring at my lips?
I'm not. I'm just.
This is getting awkward. This is really awkward. Rachel says, you know Tim Gunn, but not Will Wheaton. Yeah, right? Right?
I only know Tim Gunn because he was on the Biggest Loser. I was a fan of that show when I was a kid. Jillian Michaels, Bob Harper.
You knew about him being in the Smurfs.
That was a Google search, if I'm being honest with you.
Oh, so you lied to me.
No, I didn't lie to you.
You're cutting pay. You're gonna start paying me. Yeah, you're gonna start paying me to come work here now. If you guys are just joining us, it is the Wednesday edition of Today with DW, brought to you by Body Armor. DrinkBodyArmor.com. Visit them for the nearest location. We're going to be doing some stuff with them, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. Some giveaways. We have some Body Armor shirts to be given away. We got a bunch of other stuff. Product.
Chris. We're going to give what's going on.
Wow. No, saucy like wings from the Wings. Yeah. Okay.
You know how many times I've watched Winging It, and you're going like this.
Well, yeah, I gotta keep yeah.
It's called a wet wipe.
No, I'm manly. I'm not a wussy. So now you gotta use. That's what God gave you, jeans, and lick your fingers. All right, I don't need wet wipes.
True.
I don't need wet wipes. I don't need celery. I don't need blue cheese or ranch either. Don't ruin a good wing.
I'm a carrots guy.
With dunking it in a blue cheese. But anyway,
dunking it.
go over to drinkbodyarmor.com to find their nearest location. Again, thank you so much for Body Armor for sponsoring this show. I don't know what to. You're losing me here with this pop culture stuff. Do I have to pull the whole The More You Know too?
No.
All right.
No. Because I don't have nothing to do.
You have nothing to do, really? Well, this is true. This is true. Seth, let's get into Hollywood happenings, will we?
Yeah.
Lead it off there, my sir.
I almost said my son.
I did. That was pretty bad.
I'm your brother.
I have no more control of the soundboard, which we're going to change quite soon.
Oh, okay. Well, to put a dark subject on this one, Ellen DeGeneres, with her Ellen DeGeneres show, has become the subject of an internet
Do I have to?
investigation by Warner Media following numerous accounts of workplace problems on the long-running daytime series Variety has learned. Now, you were saying to me off pod that they were calling her
there were reports
the B word and not beautiful.
We can say bitch.
I know. I'm just
There's
trying not to swear in front of my boss.
Since the COVID, she was doing her show in her house.
Yes.
And there was a lot of demand. She was really rude with everybody on her staff. There's people not getting paid, getting fired without notice, brutally yelled at. So, you saying for the first time not positive, or positive anyway. Yeah. She hasn't had anything positive in a while.
Clickbait. It was clickbait. Executives from the show, producer, Telepictures, and distributor Warner Brothers Television sent out a memo to staffers last week saying they have engaged BTV owner Warren Media's employee relations group and a third-party firm who will
I need to
interview.
Sorry, what is going on here?
I'm looking at comments too.
I'll take care of the comments.
And, former staffers about their experiences on set, sources said. A Warner Brothers Television spokesperson declined to comment on the matter, and a rep from the Ellen DeGeneres show did not immediately respond to Variety's request for comment. The memo comes on the heels of recent unflattering reports on working conditions at the show. In April, Variety reported on the treatment of the legacy crew members during the coronavirus shutdown, which isn't good because if they're saying legacy crew, this means she's been with them for a while.
So they've been dealing with her crap for a while.
Yeah. In mid-July, BuzzFeed published a report of allegations, racism, and intimidation on the show. The name of the third-party consultant was not immediately clear. Both companies underscored their commitment to providing an environment where employees can flourish, said one of the individuals familiar with the document. BuzzFeed's story continued a spectrum of accused racist behavior and jokes about misleading two black females employees with the same hairstyle, as well as criticism of statements allegedly made to another staffer by executive producer Ed Glavin. Glavin and fellow executive producers Andy Lasser and Mary Colony addressed the allegations in joint statement to BuzzFeed. Wow, I had no idea.
So basically, the conditions there are crap.
For the record, the day-to-day responsibility of the Ellen Show is completely on us. We take all of this very seriously, and we realize in a matter of world of learning, we need to do better and are committed to do better, as we will do better. That was from the Ellen Show. That was their representative. But my goodness.
What? She's got problems.
That's kind of saying that's like what, I hate to bring this up again, but what the Miami Marlins put out the other day about their COVID. We do realize that the COVID tests are positive, and we are continuing for the best work environment in baseball. That's kind of saying, we know we have a problem. Hey, we fucked up. We're moving on.
Didn't you just say you didn't want to swear in front of your boss?
I know.
Wow. Oh boy. And Elsa, in a stunning reversal, AMC Theaters has struck a historic agreement with Universal that will allow the studio's movies to be made available on premium video on demand after just 17 days of play in cinemas, including 3 weekends. The two companies announced on Tuesday. Now, this has been a huge thing anyway. We've discussed this on our pop culture edition that I believe there has been contract problems. No, you didn't get blocked from comments. I just didn't want to read them. Your comments were too slow, Hank. We were already moving on. But anyway, back to this. AMC Theaters, as I don't know if they were the first ones to be sued or they actually were suing some of the actual movie companies. As with COVID, obviously movie theaters have been shut down in most states right now. And so some movies decided to say, screw it, we're not even going to put them out because
why bother?
Before the COVID actually took over. And so they streamed them. Now there was a huge lawsuit. I'm not sure if it was AMC or another one of the big movie chains decided to sue Universal or Paramount for putting this out. Now this has been a big thing. And lately as well, because more movies are coming out. If you're really a big pop culture fan, you know, Wonder Woman has been delayed 4 times now.
It was AMC.
It was AMC?
Yes.
It's been pushed back 4 times now in October. Now, San Diego Comic-Con had their very first ever virtual Comic-Con. A lot of news came out. A lot of movie trailers came out. The New Mutants, which is supposed to be coming out in August, was rumored to be coming out a week before the dates in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, a lot of like in New York City, New York State, I don't know, no theaters are open. I would assume same as in Jersey and Connecticut. So this is huge. Could be huge money and a big deal as far as what's going to happen with this. The deal, which presently only covers AMC's U.S. location, shatters the traditional theatrical window, a long-standing policy that has required studios to play their films on the big screen for nearly 3 months before making films available in the home. The unprecedented move on the part of a mega exhibitor has far-reaching implications for the film business, particularly amid the ongoing coronavirus pandemic and related theater closures, and is a major coup for Universal. AMC, the world's largest theater chain, is expected to share in the revenue from PVOD, paid video on demand, if you didn't know what that meant. The debt-laden company has hit particularly hard because of the pandemic, although recently found new institutional investors. I don't know if I'd ever want to invest in a theater at this point.
No,
it's tough.
Unless you want to make a business in cardboard cutouts and charge people to sit against cardboard cutouts.
True. Yeah, the cardboard cutouts. More than any other studio, Universal has pushed for years to shorten the theatrical window, but it has backed down in the face of boycott threats from AMC and other major exhibitors. And in March, AMC CEO Adam Aron, in a sharp rebuke, said his company was going to boycott all. Boycott all Universal titles after the studio said it would make Trolls World Tour immediately available on PVOD and in any theaters that were left open in early April. Now, there's another situation here with that, is that Netflix, Hulu, your original streaming, Amazon Prime, your original content, they're spending big money and putting out some major quality movies.
They are.
They just signed a huge deal with Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
and they spent a ton of money on that.
They did, and
film.
I'm very excited to see what they cook up in the kitchen.
Yeah,
see if they actually prepare a dinner.
I mean, that was big money for them, and I think people like to binge. And people like to just kind of stay home at this point, and you're getting great quality films for a cheaper price instead of paying $10 to $11, $12 at times if you want to see 3D to go to the theater. Now, obviously, the theater is an experience. I mean, there's nothing better than watching, as me as a kid, and even still watching the Avengers come out on the big screen. There's something to be said about that.
Sneaking in candy.
No, I don't do that. No, I take a loan out when I go.
Because it's so expensive.
When I go during dinner time and get the big popcorn, which is prepared for me. And that is dinner.
That's
for me.
like going out to dinner.
The more you know. So I think this deal is even going to be bigger for the fact of PVOD is definitely something that's going to take over. And I think studios are going to see that. And I think studios are threatened also by the streaming services, mainly Netflix and Amazon Prime. Right now, Netflix has brought in more money than Disney.
Which is so weird.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, I remember, like, when Disney was, like, the holy grail of everything. And now, but, like, it's weird because I feel like Disney's really gone downhill.
Meaning?
Like, I had Disney Plus, and I canceled because I didn't see any use of me using Disney Plus when, you can find everything on Netflix. And well,
you can't find everything on Netflix through Disney.
No,
all the titles have been pulled pretty much. Anything Disney wise, Marvel wise, is pretty much all of that's been pulled.
Yeah, but it's like I just didn't cater to my ties, and it just was. And now now that I'm living the pop culture life and learning more things, you're giving me movie recommendations, and I'm like,
No, I'm not giving you recommendations. I'm giving you homework. You need to watch Lost Boys. And now what else do you have to watch?
Well, I did watch The Nuns. I binge watched that. That was fantastic.
The Warrior Nun?
Yes, that was fantastic.
Yes. Okay.
And then I also watched
The Old Guard.
The Old Guard, which I didn't even know was number 2 or number 3 in the top 10.
That was Charlize Theron.
Phenomenal.
Yes. See? And they were both comic book movies.
You know your
What?
I said, you know your
my shit. I don't know my shit, but you are not living the pop culture life.
No, I'm not.
You're riding my coattails, and you still have to watch Lost Boys.
Bum bum.
And more streaming news. Music streaming giant Spotify said Wednesday that its second quarter loss widened as recent stock gains led to higher payroll taxes. Gee, I wonder why, when you consider that you just gave Joe Rogan a $100 million contract, something like that. I forgot exactly the amount, but it was the highest paid podcaster ever.
Joe Rogan's
Joe
deal?
Rogan's deal.
I wonder what
but its user base grew to 138 million premium or paid subscribers and 299 million total active monthly users at the end of June. So
197
million.
Wow.
Yeah. Huge.
Wow.
Exclusive deal. I think it's the dumbest thing they ever did, but hey, it's great for Joe. If you're a Joe fan, I am definitely not a Joe Rogan fan. Back in that was up 8 million premium users from 130 million as at the end of March, and up 13 million total users from 286 million. Coming in at high end of the management's forecast, the firm had, for example, predicted it would end the second quarter with 138 million paid subscribers. In the second quarter of 2019, it added 8 million premium and 15 million total users. But it's still losing money. So why are you paying? You're gaining. Obviously, having Joe go over to Spotify, yes. There's a lot of...
You're going to lose money off of that deal.
There's a lot of Roganites, I guess you might call them. I don't know.
Roganites. I think you're onto something.
Hashtag copyright Roganites.
Oh, wow. I honestly
you heard it here first.
That you're onto something.
Now I'm going to take more money from Spotify because now if they use that, I'm
going to have the right to party.
Yeah, right. They're just spending so much money. I get they're trying to really get into the podcast game hardcore. But still $197 million for one person.
Stitcher's still where it's at.
I'm a fan of Stitcher as well. I do like iHeart. I do like TuneIn. I mean, we use them all. Stitcher was the first one we started with way back 9 years ago. They used to actually be live streaming. You could get them live. And then obviously I think either bandwidth or cost prohibited them for keep going on with that. So they just dropped it.
It's like with Ustream. Remember when Ustream was a thing?
Yeah, Ustream's still around.
But
I don't use it. No,
I
it's
didn't
not
even,
as popular.
I had no idea it was still around.
And lastly, part of this, Spotify, led by CEO Daniel Ek, said advertising revenue was down 21% in the latest quarter, but beat the firm's forecast amid a hit from the novel coronavirus pandemic in the latest period. Management has said the company is less advertising, no shit, because you probably don't have any money, less advertising dependent than other media companies with ads account for only about around 10% of its total revenue.
That's
now,
because so many.
My question is for this is their particular ad revenue is down, but podcasting ads are up. So are they regulating if we run an ad, a paid ad through Spotify? Because we have our own individual ones.
Correct.
Now, podcast hosts, similar to Stitcher, similar to Spotify, help you get ads. They reach you, they connect you with advertisers and connect advertisers with listeners or with podcasts and podcast listeners. If their ad revenue is down, is that going to affect us now? If we tried to go use their program, which we do not, we don't use them. We have our own advertisers and we get our own. But for somebody that's starting out that has a very popular podcast now, because they're spending less money, they're giving out less money to podcasters. So now is that detrimental to the podcast?
Well, I think the ads account for total 10% of total revenue because so many people buy their music subscription.
Right.
Like we have Spotify and our whole family has it, and I pay the $14.99 for my parents and I. So it's like, yeah, they're getting money.
I better keep paying you then, so you can keep paying for that $14.99 a month.
Yeah, giving Spotify some love off of your money.
Okay. Well, you want to take the last Hollywood happening?
I will. The 2020 Emmys are just around the corner, and nominations were announced on Tuesday. And Eddie Murphy was among the stars who were honored. Now, we chose this story because the actor has a nomination for the guest star in the comedy series for hosting duties in the most recent season of Saturday Night Live. He was also nominated alongside Fred Willard from Modern Family, Adam Driver from Saturday Night Live, Dev Patel from Modern Love, and Brad Pitt from Saturday Night Live, and Luke Kirby from the marvelous
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Really?
But the cool thing about this is Murphy's first nomination in 21 years. His last nomination was in 1990 for the animated program Fox Programming, 1 hour or less, for his work on Fox's The PJs.
1999, by the way.
Saturday Night Live cast member Murphy was nominated for 3 times Outstanding Supporting Actor in Comedy, Variety, or Music Series in 1983, and Music Program in 84, along with Writing and Variety or Music Program in 84 as well. Jimmy Kimmel, he hosts the 72nd Annual Emmy Awards and will also serve as an executive producer. The show will be broadcast at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on September 20th on ABC.
So they're going to have a host.
They will have a host from inside the house. Which
is it going to be from inside the house?
It will be. I think so. I mean, but I don't know if I necessarily like the fact of now we're in the stage of everyone basically, oh, here we are. And everyone's hosting in their house and make it feel like they're sitting on their couch. And ESPN did the same thing. ESPN's baseball broadcast absolutely sucks. And they try to cater to watching a game like your buddy on the couch. Listen, I don't care. Call the game like it is. I don't need to hear you talk about Chipper Jones and how many times he beat the Mets. I don't care. You're a good player, Chipper. I get it. But, I mean, they were just awful. Boog's awful. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Sorry, Tom, stealing your thunder with a rant here.
Yeah, wait a minute. I started this whole thing with the rant. If you guys are just joining us, it is the Wednesday edition of Today with DW with the Shadow, Seth Cooper. Usually on Thursdays, Seth has brought up a new segment for us called Stump DW. But since Seth has decided to only work one day this week and take a vacation of only being hired for a couple of weeks, he decided that we should do a Stump DW today. So, Seth, let's.
It is now time for Stump DW. Being brought to you by The Shirt Factory. The Hungry Traveler returns this week to the 2020 Thursday Market and Food Truck Corral with the Bacon Jamwich. Made with Grandma Marie's Bacon Jam, you can buy the burger and get a coupon for a discount on the bottle of the jam to enjoy while you're cooking at home. Thursday from 4:30 to 8 p.m. at The Shirt Factory. Many other food vendors, plus live music. To find out more, visit The Shirt Factory GF.com. Swing by, say hello. Located 71 Bourne Street in Glens Falls.
Be there, be square. Stop by, say hello. What were you doing the other night?
Ladies and gentlemen. All right, so today Stump DW is very stumpaged. You have 10 questions to prove that you are not stupid. If you get any of these wrongs, you are stupid. Piggybacks on TikTok. If you have a TikTok, are you really that stupid? Question number 1. How many bones are there in the human body? 69, 206, 420, or 666?
Oh, I love the 666. I love that. I know that's gone. What's the 400?
420, 69, or 206?
I'm going to go 420.
Oh. My Lord.
It can't be the 666. It can't be 666.
No.
Okay. Can you give me the answer since you just stumped me?
206.
206. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Well, there we go.
9 plus 8 is 9, 17, 34, or 800.
What? 9 plus
That's
8?
question number 2.
17.
You are.
You got to get faster on your sound effects.
I know. During childbirth.
So how many questions are this?
10.
Okay.
You told me to limit it to 10.
Yes.
During childbirth, the baby travels from the uterus through what part before it exits the body? Is it the uvula, the urethra, the fallopian tube, or the vagina?
Oh my God. I don't, the vagina. I don't know.
You are correct.
Wow. Oh my God.
The O, this is question number 3. The O is the symbol for what element on the periodic table? Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen, or oxygen?
Oxygen. All right. See, you're not stumping me.
Not yet.
I got one wrong. So
which month gains a day during leap year?
February. You don't even. I mean, come on.
In which war did the U.S. win its independence? The War of 1812, World War I, the Civil War, or the Revolutionary War?
That's where the Jeopardy music comes in. The Revolutionary War. All right.
All right. How many planets are in our solar system? 6, 7, 8, or 9?
6, 7, 8, or 9.
There were 9.
No, come on. Pluto's a planet.
Pluto is no longer a planet.
In my school books, they were.
Which of these words?
I want to rebuttal that. Come on.
Rebuttal. Which of these words is spelled correctly? You might want to write these down. Necessary. This is spelled Necessary. Proceed, spelled Preceed. Vacuum, spelled Vaccum. Or tomatoes, spelt Tomatos.
Oh, it's which ones are spelled wrong?
Which of these is spelled correctly?
Oh, everything's spelled correctly except tomatoes. There was more than one? Oh, yes. Okay. Spelling. Wow. I thought you were going to get me. See, that's not. This. What do we got left?
We have 2 left.
2 left. Okay.
Which of these is not a continent? The following of Australia, Africa, Antarctica, or the North and South Pole?
The North and South Pole. Come on.
There you go. And finally, I got a tough time with this one. Approximately how long has it been since dinosaurs went extinct? 6.5 million years, 65 million years, 650 million years, or 6.5 billion years?
You got to you got to find the Jeopardy music for that.
I know we're gonna get copyrighted.
I don't care. What were the last 2?
6.5 million. Oh, excuse me, 650 million years, or 6.5 billion years.
650 million.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No. 65 million years.
Well, you got it. So I got 5, 6. I got 7 out of 10.
You got 7 out of 10. Your secret is safe with me. This is what the thing says. Your secret is safe with me. Lips are sealed. I won't say a word, but you are stupid. You got 7 out of the 10 questions right.
How can that be stupid?
Because you should. You know what? I will admit, I didn't know the dinosaurs one off the top of my head, and I didn't know there was one other one. I think it was. Oh, it was February gains an extra day.
You didn't know that?
I had no idea.
No, you are stupid.
I am
It's
stupid. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
come
had
on
no
now.
idea.
I knew that before you even finished the question.
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
the Stump DW. It was brought to you by the Shirt Factory. Did I get stumped really? I mean, put in the comments below. I think I didn't get stumped. I only got 3 wrong. I think I did all right today.
I feel like it was wrong. I feel like since it said it, you were supposed to go all 10 correct. Like, I think that if you went on Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader, you would have had to go through 3 fifth graders
Oh yeah.
to be able to get that question right.
Oh, is that what you're saying? Okay.
Not saying you're stupid,
But I'm not.
but
smart. Okay.
you're not stupid.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on today's
I-
Wednesday edition of Today with DW. This will be Seth's last day for good. No, he'll be back. When are we back? April.
I'll be back next Wednesday.
You'll be back next Wednesday. See you next Wednesday.
See you next
It's better than
Wednesday.
seeing you next Tuesday. But anyway, we'll be back. We are going to try next week. Yeah, I know. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Speaking of that, I went to school with a kid who is our junior year, said that to a teacher, and she was like, "Okay, see you tomorrow."
Maybe she didn't
She
know.
had no
Maybe she didn't know.
She had no idea.
That's very disrespectful of your
That's
friend.
very
disrespectful.
I would say it was a friend. I think he was just a
just a
classmate.
classmate. Well, so hopefully next week we're gonna try to go to 7:00 at night. On the
Oh,
show.
this is news to me.
No, if you were around and checked in once in a while.
I did.
We just kind of announced it last night. We're gonna try. So
Oh,
we're gonna
you
try.
say
We're still gonna go Wednesday.
I was busy show prepping.
We're still gonna be Tuesday through Friday. The only problem that we may see is the fact of Lewis. Lewis has his own show on Fridays.
Yeah.
So we might have to figure out something different for the pop culture edition, or we may eliminate that from our lineup. I'm not sure yet. I do like the pop culture edition. I can't use Seth as my pop culture person because obviously nobody knows who. Did you watch the Goonies? Oh my
I'm
God!
kidding.
All right,
Yes,
never mind.
Yes.
Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on today's edition, the Wednesday edition of Today with DW, brought to you by Body Armor, the Shirt Factory, and Adventure Family Fun Center. And I'll see you tomorrow, but I don't think Seth will. We'll see him in a week.
This has been an Earplug Podcast presentation. Found on earplugpodcast.com, iTunes, SoundCloud, and wherever your favorite podcasts are found.